Hallows Eve enthusiasts, it's now October, which means Halloween is just days away. Since I've been participating in the 31 Days of Horror or the 31 Days of Halloween challenge, I thought my videos for this month should stick to the same theme. So this video is dedicated to my top 3 killer clowns. So many people suffer from coulrophobia, at least that's how I think you pronounce it, the fear of clowns. So Halloween is the worst time to be a person with this phobia because clowns of all shapes and sizes come out of the woodwork. Mostly because people know so many find them scary. So, let's get right into it. At number 3 is the Joker. Though there have been many versions of the Joker, you can't beat the actual comic character. He first appeared in the debut issue of the comic book Batman on April 25th, 1940, which was published by DC Comics. He's a psychopath with a warped, sadistic sense of humor, a criminal mastermind, and an expert chemist. His most common origin story involves him falling into a tank of chemical waste, which bleaches his skin white, turns his hair green, and his lips bright red. The resulting disfigurement drives him insane. So why does a comic book character make it on the list? Simple, they're not kidding when they say the Joker is a sadistic criminal mastermind. In one arc, the Joker blows up an entire school full of children. And this isn't the only time he's murdered innocent children. In Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, Joker feeds a group of kids a batch of tainted poisoned candy. Nothing says evil like murdering innocent kids. In another arc, Joker kidnaps all the babies in Gotham. When Jim Gordon's second wife stumbles upon his plan in a horrible final act, Joker drops a baby, forcing Gordon's wife to try to catch it. He then proceeds to shoot her in the head. We also have the Joker and his on-again, off-again romantic interest and partner in crime, Harley Quinn. A highly dysfunctional, psychotic, abusive relationship, to say the least. The Joker has time and time again not only beaten Harley, he has tied her up and tortured her and even shot her at point-blank range, leaving her for dead. In the animated series, he even pushed her out of a window for trying to help him. To everyone out there saying that these two are relationship goals, I think you need to reevaluate. In the graphic novel Joker, the character goes on to commit such crimes as skinning a man from head to toe and raping an associate's ex-wife. If you want to know more of the gruesome acts committed by Joker, especially in the graphic novel, I suggest using Google. Number 2 is Pennywise. Pennywise the Dancing Clown, also known as It or Bob Gray, is the main antagonist in Stephen King's 1986 horror novel It. He was portrayed by Tim Curry in the 1990 television adaptation of the same name and is set to be portrayed by Bill Skarsgård in the upcoming remake set to be released in 2017. Pennywise is a demonic entity that preys on the local children of Derry, Maine every 27 years. He has a variety of abilities that include the power to shapeshift, manipulate, and possess. Pennywise is ranked as one of the scariest clowns in film and pop culture. He is a monster of unknown origin, but what is known is that it has been around since before the creation of the universe and comes from a dimension known as the Deadlights. Its true form is never revealed, which is why the children of the story call the creature It. To feed on its prey, it transforms into whatever its victims fear most. It favours the form of a sadistic clown because it's a form that children find both entertaining and terrifying. It prefers to feed on children because their fears are easy to understand and act out, and therefore it is in turn easier to fill them with terror. The closest we get to seeing its true form is when it takes the shape of a giant female spider. It's also for this reason that people theorize that it is actually female. Number 1 is Art the Clown. Art the Clown, played by Mike Gianelli, is a demonic homicidal clown who appears on Halloween nights to terrorize his victims. He's the main antagonist in the 2013 film All Hallows Eve, directed by Damien Leone. The movie involves scenes from two of Leone's short films, 2008's Ninth Circle and 2011's Terrifier. Art's next appearance, where he will be played by David Howard Thornton, will be in the full-length film Terrifier, which will have its world premiere at the Telluride Horror Show this month. Art the Clown is a creature of very few words. In fact, he tends not to speak at all. Though he nearly always laughs when his victims are in fear, dying or dead, but even in those moments his laughing is silent. He has a sadistic nature which leads him to torment his intended victims before ultimately killing them by way of dismemberment. Art is far from considered human due to him appearing to have a selection of abilities. Art appears immortal and impervious to all weapons, as demonstrated by nothing working when victims fight back. He can teleport and travel between worlds, something also demonstrated when 1 minute he is on the TV screen and next in his victim's home. He seems to also have the ability to warp reality, and of course he is really good at killing people. He might even go so far as to call it art. So there you have my top 3 killer clowns. I love each of them and find each to be highly effective and skilled at what they do, and each is scary or disturbing for completely different reasons. Joker and Pennywise have the most detail and backstory, which makes them really interesting characters to watch or look into. But Art is my number 1 because of the silence. It may sound strange, but the way he expresses his emotions and his sadistic behavior so perfectly, all while not making a sound, just really stands out for me and gives me chills, which I love. If you'd like to tell me about your favourite killer clown, comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up or subscribe to this channel. You can also find me on social media. The links are in the description box below. Until next time, bye!